Hey guys, it's Dr. Sam Robbins, and today I'm going to talk about the 10 biggest mistakes people make when it comes to trying to lose weight and burn off like stubborn body fat, like belly fat. And these are simple things you can do. And I know a lot of you guys may not care about losing fat, but listen, when you lose fat, not only do you look and feel better and more confident, but it's just better for your overall health. It's better for lowering blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol levels. And for guys, when you lower excess body fat, you lower estrogen levels, which means you're going to have higher testosterone levels, which means also bigger, better libidos. So with that said, I'm going to just give you some easy, simple tips. And I think number 7 and definitely number 10 are the biggest mistakes people make and probably the biggest game changers. So let's get started. The first is you want to eat protein. I know everyone talks about it, but a lot of people still don't do it, especially women. Most people just don't eat enough protein. And as far as I'll tell you the kind of protein as well, but mainly you want to eat about your body weight in grams of protein. So if you weigh 100 pounds, have 100 grams of protein. If you weigh 200 pounds, have 200 grams of protein. Have about 30, 40, 50 grams of protein per meal and split it among at least 3 or 4 meals. And the best type of protein, I prefer animal protein, but whatever you want to do, just make sure that it's not processed protein like hot dogs and salami and things like that. Try to keep it as natural as possible. The number 2 thing, take walks after your meals. All right. This is a super easy one. Just 10 or 15 minutes after a meal, just go for a quick walk. You go like 7, 8 minutes one way, turn around and come back. That's what I do. And it lowers your blood sugar levels and it helps digest the food. All right. So it's easy. And of course, it burns a little bit of calories, but just all that, you do it like, let's say 2, 3 times a day. If you just did it 10 minutes, or let's just say 15 minutes, you're doing 30 to 45 minutes a day. And it's much easier than me telling you, hey, go walk or do cardio for 30, 50 or 45 minutes. Let's say just do like 3 10-minute walks. So that's a really easy one. Number 3, you want to eat carbohydrates. I know everyone's like, fearful of carbs. There's nothing wrong with carbs. Your body does like glucose, but it's a type of carbs. And when you eat the carbs, the type of carbs, just trying to keep it, again, as natural as possible. Yams and potatoes and legumes, white rice, fruits and vegetables. Okay. Anything that preferably is natural, that doesn't come in a box, no cereals, none of that stuff. You guys already know. Just read the labels and keep it as simple as possible. Something that doesn't have added sugars and fats. Then the 4th thing is you want to lift weights. And I mentioned this because when I mentioned carbs, eating carbs before and after your workouts is super important. You'll digest the carbs a lot better. You'll utilize it more for energy and it gets less likelihood getting converted to fat. Now, lifting weights, obviously you're going to look and feel better. Lifting weights also improves your hormones. It also helps digest and absorb glucose. Muscle is your biggest glucose disposal agent. Again, when you work out, you also produce better hormones. Lifting weights is the key. I don't care how you do it, whether it's cables or dumbbells or machines or just your body weight. And again, you only need like 3 times a week. Even just 30 minutes is a great start. So make sure you put some time and effort into working out. And by the way, if you only have the weekends, just work out Saturday and Sunday. Even twice a week is better than nothing. Next thing you want to do is have some essential fats. Eat fats, but watch the fat intake. Saturated fats aren't necessarily good for you. I tell people, make sure you have some fish oil, about 4 grams of fish oil a day. Extra virgin olive oil. I suggest 1, maybe 2 tablespoons a day. Again, you're getting the basic essentials. You don't have to have 5 or 6, 7 tablespoons a day. You just want to get the basics because good fats help produce good hormones and improves glucose disposal agent, improves your inflammation in the body, and it's better for your mood. Again, fats are needed to produce some of your hormones, which is very important. The other thing is MCT oil, nuts, almonds, walnuts, and pistachios are my favorites. The only thing I got to say about fat is it's a very dense. Okay. So keep that in mind, especially nuts. I love eating, almonds and especially the roasted ones. You can't just have like 3 or 4, but remember, each one of those things is like 10 to 15 calories. So watch it, maximize, don't overdo it because you can add a lot of fat because it's got a lot of dense calories, the fats do. Now, number 6, you want to really be careful with the condiments you have. And condiments are just things like ketchup and sauces and syrups, those are heavy in calories. And I see people doing this all the time. They pour a ton of ketchup in there and like 1 tablespoon can be 30, 40 calories. Another problem is, for example, people go out and have healthy salad and they pour all this dressing on there. That dressing can be 300, 400 calories because it's got a lot of sugar, it's got a lot of oils, and it's got a lot of just also butter. So watch your any of the sauces and the syrups and condiments. They're very calorie dense. And I see people making mistakes all the time. The minute they cut her out, they can lose 2, 3, 4 pounds instantly because of those empty, and they're usually bad calories. Number 7, you want to improve your sleep. I tell people, everyone knows how important sleep is, and yet you still don't prioritize it. And I say this because, first of all, sleep is when you optimize all your youth hormones, such as the growth hormone and your testosterone and so forth. You produce better thyroids in the morning. Also, when you don't sleep enough, your stress levels go up, cortisol goes up, which isn't good. Blood sugar levels also go up. And when you don't sleep and all the stress hormones go up, what happens? You end up actually craving sugar more to help lower the stress hormones. That's what sugar does. You crave it. You become a stress eater more often. And you end up, just because you're craving sugar and all that, you end up just eating more of the wrong food. So sleep is super important for a million reasons, especially when it comes to losing fat, especially the stubborn belly fat. That belly fat's typically for cortisol, high cortisol, and poor sleep increases cortisol levels. So you want to optimize your sleep. I've got links to all this stuff below in the video. I can optimize your sleep. So make sure you prioritize that. Number 8, you want to increase your fiber. Fruits and vegetables have fiber. Most people don't consume enough fiber. They're lacking the fiber. Personally, I end up just taking like 2 or 3 teaspoons of metamucil at night, and maybe an hour before bed, I take it with a cup of water, and it's a good flavor. It tastes good. It also has a little bit of sweetness to it. It's got the non-calorie one. I'll put a link below. There's one with aspartame, which is fine. There's also one with stevia. No calories. It's fiber. First of all, fiber is good for dozens and dozens of reasons, but it reduces your appetite. It lowers blood sugar. It's good for cholesterol. It's just something we all need. And for weight loss, it's super important. It's important for a lot of health reasons. But if we're just concentrating on weight loss, make sure you just add some fiber. Again, if you can do the fruits and vegetables, great. But for me, I just take the fiber. And also, some people take capsules. Those capsules can be very expensive, okay? Because you need grams of fiber, 10, 15, 20 grams of extra fiber. So I just say, go ahead and take those teaspoons. Metamucil is perfectly fine. It tastes fine. It's a good deal. So that's what I take. Another thing you want to do that really does help with weight loss is taking specific herbs and minerals and vitamins, because they can help increase your metabolism and at the same time decrease your appetite. All right. So that's really important. Most people, I think the problem is they just eat too much. And I get it. Whether you're bored, you end up eating junk for all the wrong reasons. So if you take the right supplements, not only can it boost your metabolism and your thyroid, but at the same time, it'll reduce your appetite. And I've got links to the ones I use. We can use them or not. It's up to you. But taking the right ones, a lot of them are bad, but the right ones will definitely help. And number 10, probably one of the most important ones I tell people, is don't drink your calories. And what do I mean? So many people drink their calories, whether it's soda or juice or alcohol, or sometimes you go, to Coffee Bean or Starbucks or something, you order this drink, it's like 300 or 400 calories, and it's 300 or 400 calories of junk. When you drink your calories, it's instant, it digests quickly, there's no effort into it, and your blood sugar goes up, then it comes back down, so you get hungry again. And I'd much rather you ate 300 calories than you drank 300 calories. You're going to get a lot more nutrients probably out of eating something. But more importantly, it takes time to chew, time to digest. It will decrease your appetite, and it'll keep you satiated and full a lot longer. Just watch that. There's a lot of hidden calories that people are drinking that don't even realize it. So make sure you watch it, reduce it. And, I'd much rather you had diet soda than regular soda. And like I said, juice is just as bad as soda. So keep that in mind. There you have it, 10 important ones. If you have something important that you do that has improved your life in losing fat, let me know below in the comment section. If you liked it, share, like it. And don't forget, I put some extra information underneath in the description area if you want additional fat loss. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.